though the name has changed, we are still providing the same family-friendly eye care as Dr. Z. We are located at 8 North Main Street in Jewett City. You can also find Grizzled Eye Care on Facebook and send us a message. Don't forget that eye exams correlate to your whole body health too. It's not just new glasses and contacts. So come see me, Dr. Katina Simmons, at the all-new Grizzled Eye Care, formerly Dr. Zuckerbrand. Hope to see you soon.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
Let's face it, most of our expenses are on the rise, but your insurance doesn't have to be one of them. The Burns Agency can quote your home, auto, business insurance with any of our 30-plus top-rated insurance companies. Let's be sure you're getting the best available pricing with quality service from experienced staff. Call, email, or visit us online to see what the Burns Agency can do for you. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Don't change anything. I love your show just the way it is.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning. And 80s all day and night. Your community radio.
SNSN.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
So we're discussing and fighting this morning just how loud are Paul's headphones. Are you okay now?
I'm fine.
You sure?
Positive.
I want to make sure you're all right.
No,
you
I'm
don't
good.
blow your hearing
I'm
aids
good.
out of town, you know?
Yeah.
Because that would be bad.
That'd be bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
So we don't have Retiree Road today like we normally on Friday.
I know.
But we do have Mike and the Besties, Paul and Megan. So
I love old people. Worked in geriatric care for a few years. Love old people.
That's going to be Megan's, I think, campaign run.
I love old people.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Megan, and I'm running for this, and I love old people. throw up the double peace signs like Nixon.
Yeah.
So what are you doing this weekend? What's going on with Paul?
Nothing.
Anything? Okay, great. Moving on.
Rick in the yard. Today I got to go work in the yard.
Isn't that a Judas Priest song? Rick in the yard. Rick in the yard.
Yeah.
Rick in the
Absolutely
yard.
not.
No.
Got to get it done before the mayflies goes.
Yeah.
They're a pain in the you know what.
The what, Paul?
The mayflies.
What about you, Megan? You have any big plans? I know you're getting ready for some big plans.
I will be, so on Saturday, I will be at the track meet with Griswold High School. Considering one of the coaches is my significant other.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, I feel like I had plans, but I cannot remember. I think I'm going shopping in Warwick. Don't know.
When are you leaving?
I will be leaving on the 8th, maybe the 9th. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Next Saturday.
Oh, I thought it was like Monday or Tuesday this week.
No, it's next Saturday, the day before Easter, the day
Gotcha.
after Good Friday.
She's leaving on a jet plane.
I will be back the following Thursday.
Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh, Meg, please don't go.
But
I would just say, oh man, please don't come back.
I'm going to Denver, which is known for its high altitude.
Yeah.
I have done 0 high altitude training, so I'm a big hiker, outdoorsman. So I'm praying I don't die, but
you won't die.
I'm sure I won't die.
No.
Yeah,
only old people die.
Here we go.
You'll be fine.
You're not gonna
I've been running the last couple of days to get my cardio up a little bit. I'm not a runner. I have never been a runner. I've never run in my life.
I'm not a runner either.
But honestly,
Obviously.
I did better than I expected to. Like genuinely.
Really? Did Logan push you a little bit, or?
I mean, he did, but he can't really even push himself that much considering his injuries.
Yeah, that's true. He's getting better though.
Bro's slow. He's not happy about it though.
Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning.
So, all right, we got some local stuff to talk about this morning, which is I mean, it's stuff that we're going to be talking about more and more as we get into budget season and stuff, and we'll have some people on talking about their budgets.
A couple months away, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's really been going on for the last couple of months already. You know, people, the different departments crafting their budgets, and it's not just here; it's every time.
Yeah, every time.
So it's not something that is just relevant to Griswold. So
right.
There are a lot of things that are gonna be going on. But why is your drink dripping?
I don't know.
Why is your drink dripping? I don't know. Is it coming off the sides?
Yeah, I don't know.
No. But the first thing that I'd like to mention and talk about this morning is congratulations to the Griswold girls basketball team as they win the state Richard Walker Sportsmanship Award.
Oh,
so that is that's an award that comes with a lot of great prestige, in the state, and for that for Griswold to go ahead and grab that is awesome. So that was that announcement was made by Steve Cravino, the
what
athletic
is this
director.
Award for?
Sportsmanship.
I've never heard of this award before.
Let's see. I'm going to read you the post from the Booster Club. The Griswold High School girls basketball coach Bill Hanley shared the following tonight. This is a great award for the board from the Board 8 basketball officials. This award is voted on by all officials for any school in their area. The great thing is this encompasses the character of the girls basketball team as well as the character of the school as a whole. Bill says he's extremely proud. Bill's the girls basketball coach. I'm extremely proud to be part of this and coach of these girls. They're an amazing group of athletes, and the award shows it. So that's from, was it the ECC?
Well, good for them.
So anyway, it's the Richard Walker Sportsmanship Award. And I think it was worthy, more than worthy to talk about, because what have we been talking about? Well, the boys Griswold High School basketball team, in their tournament run. And so for the young ladies to get their flowers, so to speak, and get a little push, I think that's excellent. So, Paul, I know you have thoughts on this.
No, I think it's good. About time.
Megan, you're not too far removed from Griswold High School.
I'm not too far removed from Griswold High School. I will never leave the Griswold school system despite having graduated.
I agree with you. You know why? I graduated in 84. Look what's on my arm.
I don't know why you did that.
Because I'm very proud of my Griswold Wolverines. Yeah, just leave it right there, Jim. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Huh?
I don't like that.
Well, that's okay.
In my home,
I didn't do it for you.
Absolutely not. However,
I'm a very proud Griswold Wolverine. So for those of you who don't know, I've got a Wolverine tattoo on my arm. There it is.
That's crazy. I
That's
have
the
a
new logo.
snake on my arm.
Well,
for all the bitches that backstab me.
Look at her smile. Look at her.
That's not what it's for, actually.
Hey, what do you got to say about your bestie? Come on.
I don't know. She doesn't like your tattoo.
Oh, it's okay. No, but well, that's right. You got that little snake right here, right?
Yeah. It's a little wraparound deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can see it.
No, I could. Well, if you put it up because you're Camera's right here.
I don't know where it's pointing.
Right to your face.
Anyway, I graduated in 2018, which was like a while ago, but like not that long ago. You know?
Yep. It's not that long ago, really. I mean, you know what? To me, it seems like it was just, well, it wasn't that far that I graduated from high school. I can still remember it. How about you? Can you remember?
Graduated? I graduated in 1961.
Yeah.
57,
Wow.
57 years. something like that.
Mike wasn't even born yet.
No.
No. I graduated when I was 17.
17? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just turned 18,
I was
actually.
17.
We, our graduation, though, was on the old football field next to the old high school.
Gotcha.
So, which is now the middle school, or the middle school used to be the lacrosse and soccer field.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's not going to be that anymore because they got a multi-purpose field coming in.
Wow.
Let's see here. Scott says, "Congrats to the senior boys for winning the Powder Puff volleyball game last night." Okay.
I did see that on Facebook, actually. Maybe Twitter. Don't remember one of them.
That's why, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. This is why nobody, you want to know why the news organizations just don't put out as much news anymore? Because everybody's got to put it on Facebook. Everybody wants their 3 seconds of fame. You know what I mean? By posting something. You go, hey, did you see what they posted or whatever?
Yeah.
It's not worth it anymore.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. People will say to me, why don't you post news anymore? Why? Just go to somebody's profile page. They'll have it up.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a siren going on. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's already up.
Wow. And that's what the residents of each town has chosen. Good luck.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So I'm not gonna, I battled that for about 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought yours was good though because it was one place to get all the news.
Well, it was. We
don't have it anymore. So.
But no.
The one thing I cannot find online, how can I go about buying like hoodies from the Booster Club? How does that work? Anybody know?
I honestly do not know.
I looked at their Facebook, Instagram, everything, and like it just looks like they pop up every so often at events, but I don't know how to actually.
And they advertise them like on once in a while, but how do you buy them?
Yeah, how do I buy one?
No
I
idea.
would like to give you my money.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any like Griswold wear aside from my ECC championship fleece from 2016, which is not appropriate in all weather conditions.
Daryl said, of the Healthy Computer, Main Street. No, School Street, Jewett City, right next door to the. Never mind. Says Megan doesn't hold back, does she? Laughing emoji.
I have been known for a long time for having a limited filter. A lot of people think I'm very brash because I kind of don't fluff, as you might call it. I'm very straightforward.
Victoria says 1961 is longer than 57 years, Paul.
Oh, well, maybe
yeah.
I don't know.
It's more like 62.
Oh, okay.
You're going to be 80 this year.
Yep.
So if you take 60,
80?
if you take 62 years, that comes out to be 18.
Oh, there you go. Well, you know what happens? Your brain kind of like starting to slide. So my math isn't as good as it used to be.
And Scott just makes a really good point here about going back about the whole issue of like telling, reporting news or whatever.
Yeah.
Not only do you, and he's right. He's spot on. He goes, and then you don't get credit or you get yelled at for not talking about the rest of the story.
Oh, right.
It's like sometimes the rest of the story isn't available.
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Scott says contact Melissa Wooten.
Melissa Wooten?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do so.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. So yeah, that's where we're at this morning. Let's see the girls basketball team. There you go. All right, let's get into town stuff. Ready?
Goodbye.
You ready? Oh, she's out.
You don't live in this
All right,
town.
bestie.
don't
See
live
you
in-
later.
You don't live in this town anyway.
That's
I don't
okay.
live in this town.
Right. So,
But she used to, and she's a young adult and has input.
I have been looking at houses in this town, but the market's horrible. I can't afford anything. So
Yeah. We ended up with a good deal, you know. So that's all I can say.
well, we're
But
gonna
they'll
talk
come
about
along.
taxes
You
in-
got time, Megan. You've got time.
yeah,
so
I mean, I'm not rushing. Like
yeah.
I'm not in a hurry to buy a house, but
Yeah.
I was
It'll be fine.
thinking because I'm not a fan of the quiet corner very much.
Mhm.
Too quiet for my taste, and I'm also I don't know, like a big ocean person. Love the beach.
Good. Thanks. Buy a house on the beach.
Well,
Fuck yeah.
Half
All right.
$1,000,000.
I wasn't going to say that,
Oh.
but
Shut you down.
being in northern Connecticut, I'm a lot farther from the water than I would like to be, and even just like being in Griswold or Norwich would be
Norwich
closer.
taxes are. Whoo.
Well,
We don't have to get into that.
they're all
Yeah,
good.
but I'm just saying that'll play a role in where you buy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
I would just like to be a little further south than the quiet corner.
the closer you get to the shoreline, the more expensive
It's
it's
going
going
to
to
be.
I don't care about money. I don't.
You will.
I do not.
I understand what you're saying, and I know where you're coming from. But since she's
I need to make this so clear because I feel like a lot of people have it kind of misunderstood about myself. I do not care. I don't care at all.
So what happens if you have none and you can't pay your rent?
Go with the flow. I don't care.
So you'd be okay with living out of your car?
Yeah, I literally was gonna do that like this year on purpose. I was going to buy a
okay.
mattress to put in my car so I could live in it.
See, there we go. So at
Uh,
least now we know where you're actually coming from.
I grew up
'Cause a lot of
very,
people-
very poor. And some people are like, wouldn't that make you want to save money? And no, it's been drilled into my head that I need to save money and can't spend any of it ever. And now in my adult years, I like to enjoy my life. Money isn't helping me if it's sitting in a bank account. So just my humble opinion.
Okay. Well, you're certainly worthy of your own opinion.
But I don't know. You can say I'm wrong. You can say I'm dumb.
I'm not
but I
saying-
don't care about money at all.
Megan, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not. Why would I say you're wrong about your opinion? How
I
you
mean,
feel?
I wasn't
I wouldn't do
necessarily.
that to anybody.
I wasn't necessarily directing that towards you.
No,
But-
I didn't, and I didn't take it that way. But I mean, I'll never like either you or anybody else. If they say this is how I feel, and that's how you feel, there's nothing I can do to change that. Why should I? It's not personal. It's just how you feel about something. Paul, he gets personal. He gets just bitchy.
I can see that.
Watch out.
Look out. All right. So yeah, but you know what? I mean, that's everybody's worthy of their own opinion. Right? Whether you like it or you don't, it doesn't matter.
See, that's the problem today is that if people have opinions, you're not supposed to have an opinion. If you don't agree with the majority, then you're out. You're not part of the group. And that's the problem. She's got her own opinion.
She don't care if she's part of the group.
Yeah, she don't care.
That's the thing. But you know what? Neither do I. It's like I was never in a clique in high school. Never, ever.
I mean,
I kind of just floated, around from.
unfortunately,
person
to
to
say
person.
you don't need money, but is she going downstairs to work for free?
Well, I don't think that's the point.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the point. That's a little extreme,
Yeah.
but
She says she doesn't like money.
right. But there are some things that she doesn't like, her avocado toast, right? And she understands, where anybody would know that to get avocado toast and a drink, at your favorite morning eatery, you still need money, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Well,
All right. Victoria says, so idealistic. And then she says, it'll change. Reality is a bitch.
yeah, reality is a bitch.
I don't know. Maybe it won't change that she likes money or feels that, or whatever.
Well, when she says she doesn't keep money in the bank, does that mean that she spends it, or
I don't know. I don't ask her
she
what
frugal,
her
or- I
and
know, yeah.
Logan do with their finances. I don't. So, but I got to be honest. When I was 22, 23, 24, I had the idea of, well, you can't take it with you. So
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. But I don't know. I'm okay. I had learned differently, which I think she will too.
Yeah, she's already been around a short
You
time.
know, but she's just a young girl, that has experienced what she's experienced.
Yeah.
And that's that's probably in line with what she's experienced.
Yeah.
Right. So, but as you move on, which that you want to get involved in a community, you want to buy a home, you need to do certain things to get there.
Yep.
And fortunately or unfortunately, that revolves around money.
And unfortunately, things are just going to
Are
get
you okay?
more
Do I have
expensive.
something on my face or something?
No.
Or you keep?
Well, because of the coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't have anything on your face.
No. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, by the time she gets around to buy a house, to buy a common house would probably be $500,000 the way the prices keep going up.
Well, okay. So here, let's look at it this way. Didn't our parents think? I bet you my parents thought the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so when we bought our house, and when I say we, my mother and father, when they bought the house that I grew up in, it was $38,000. Now this is 1978, 1979, right around there. So we're talking 43 years ago.
Yep.
Whatever, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So what are houses now? 200, 300, 400,000 and up.
Yep.
Right? What do you think that my mother, if she was still alive, would be thinking about the prices of the houses today?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because salaries go up too.
Everything's relevant.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
So it's like, look at the South.
Yeah.
Go down there.
They're a little bit more
If you make your money here and you make a good salary and then you got a good chunk to retire and then go down
south.
Exactly. Then that's a different story.
It's a good story. Absolutely.
But when rents down there they're proportionate with the economy.
Yeah. That's where a lot of low income folks live, unfortunately, down south. Yeah.
All right. So we got into that a little bit as far as, and I do think the reason why I said to her that also that, I'd say, hey, look, I'm not going to tell you about, how you feel about it, because you know what, when I was that age, I pretty much had the same kind of view. She didn't grow up poor though. That's one thing. They had a house. She grew up in a house in a nice neighborhood, in a nice yard. So there we go. All right, let's move on. So we're talking about community and inflation, maybe not inflation rates yet, but we're talking about what the economy's like. Budgets are starting to get crafted. Board of Finance had, their initial, presentation of budgets. So it's like the proposed, I need to stress this, the initial proposed town government budget is 6.1%. So they're proposing right now a 6.1% increase. Do you think that's going to fly? Of course not.
No.
But doesn't it, Paul, every single year?
It has to go up. And
Well-
I think this year is probably going to go up more, because if us in our own individual households are having a hard time paying our bills, then you think the town has got it easier? They're experiencing the same types of expenses, maybe not food and, stuff like
Yeah.
that, but they're still experiencing an increase in cost related to town stuff. So definitely it's going to go up. You know,
Well, not only is it just going to go up, but I think we all know that with town budgets, whether it's here, it's Plainfield, Lisbon, Norwich, you know, any surrounding community, it's always very high.
Yeah.
Whether it's the town or the school, they always come in high. You know why? Why do you think they do that?
no, because they know it's going to be knocked down. Of course.
Right. So
Yeah.
it gives you a lot of fluff.
Yeah. Then you
You
get
know?
down to where you want to be.
Yeah, it's
the
kind of
game.
like
That's the game that people play.
it's kind of like selling a car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. It's
How much do you want for that car? Well, I'm asking $3,500. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to pay that. Okay. Well, what would you pay? And it goes round and round.
Yeah.
Because you know the person that is selling that car already in their head has the number that they want where they will not go past.
Yeah. And actually buying cars today is a lot different than buying cars 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of cars now just have the price. That's it. You want to buy it, you buy it. You don't buy it, you don't buy it.
Yeah.
You know, there's no more of that dickering stuff, which, yeah, it's probably good that you don't have to worry about it. That's the price of the vehicle. So
Scott says, if the cost of living / inflation rates go up nationwide, isn't it proportionate for the municipal taxes to also go up?
absolutely.
Asking for people who don't understand how things work, like 99% of people in town's social media.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. Like I told you, I think it will go up. May not be 6.1%, but
No.
it's going to go up.
No, there's always fluff, you know,
Absolutely.
that's put in there.
And there's got to be, I mean, there's got to be some money left over from last year because we, you know, especially in some of the maintenance budgets because we didn't have much snow. So there's probably some money left over. Plus, you know, there's still money coming in. So they may take money out of some of the funds to offset some of the stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't necessarily mean the taxpayer has to pay the whole burden. Yeah.
So, Court Kinney, good morning, Court. How are you? By the way, happy birthday. And I put it on, of course, wish you yesterday, but tell everybody now, hey, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Court Kinney. And his wife. It was your wife's birthday, too. What do you get? Like a day apart? Anyway, he says budgets can go up when grand lists go up as well. So residents don't see an increase in their mill rate. Voters will decide by the mill rate.
Well, yeah, and I think what happened this year is a lot of, don't forget the vehicle prices went up. So they taxed you on the increase in used car prices. So a lot of used car taxes went up.
Yep.
You know, of course, now they're down, but unfortunately, we got nails when they went up.
So let's say, let's say this. Say that you go to a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And there's this sandwich that you get all the time. And let's say it was $4.99 for just the sandwich. Through COVID and all this stuff, now that same sandwich is $7.99.
Yeah.
It's going up about 60 to 70%.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, and we can all say that the reason why is because everything during this time period has also gone up. So we have to adjust our prices accordingly. Okay. So now let's say the prices for those same materials to craft that sandwich is coming down. Guess what? That sandwich still stays at $7.99.
Yeah. Nothing goes down.
Yeah. Same thing with this right here. You know, I mean, the proposed 6.1, we got some fluff there, but it's going to be an increase.
Oh, it's going to be an increase. There's no doubt.
Scott says nobody wants to pay more, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Well,
Court says thanks for the birthday wishes. Just trying to catch up to Paul.
I got a long way to go. Long way to go.
As you can see, Paul has a A little headline there under his name. It says, "Always a cheerful fella."
I'm glad you're putting in there because you get me a bad reputation.
Yeah, you've earned it. You've earned it, Paul. And congratulations. So we're talking about the inflation rate, or the I don't want to show that one yet. The proposed town budget 6.1%. That's the initial proposal. It's going to go down. That's Alex Greslak is going to go through and through the budget and go, no, we can't have this. No, we can't have this. And they'll give them target amounts and see what has to be hit.
Well, I think he's going to go through it and just look to see what could be taken out of the extra funds that we have. I mean, we do have some extra funds. We really haven't spent any money other than now we spent money on the schools. I mean, on the field, but there's got to be money in there.
I think so.
There's got to be money in there. I mean, we keep taking money in from people, so there's got to be some money in there. Where do we spend it on? Think about it. We haven't spent it on anything.
So here's something that I do want to mention, which I think is important, is town salaries. Town salaries, as far as like the first selectman. Now let's just speak to the selectman's office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I believe the number that she proposed for an increase was 3.5% out of that's just the selectman's budget.
Mm-hmm.
And during her part of the presentation, she had said that, and a lot of it's uncontrolled. I mean, you can't do anything because it's, insurances, taxes and insurances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a small increase built in there for the executive assistant,
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, and then a small increase for the first selectman. When people hear that, I think they initially go, whoa, can't do that. We can't afford this. We got a damn field we got to pay for. What are you giving yourself some money for? Right?
Yeah.
Or, we need that road. We need that road paved over there. What are you doing trying to put yourself in a raise? Because they deserve it. That's why. You know what? I mean, here's the thing. If you're at your job, right, Paul?
Yeah.
And what's the inflation rate? 4 or 5%, or even higher than that.
You get a raise.
Right. Or the cost of living, or I should say.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than 4 or 5, but generally it used to be like 4% was the number, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say hey, we're going to be on for a bit. We're doing a live show. How you doing, Sean?
You're going to want to see me.
Okay, what's up?
It'll be the biggest story you ever had. You got to keep it under wraps.
Can you hang out for? I'll meet you downstairs in about half an hour.
I'm going grocery shopping.
Okay, you all right?
Huh?
You okay?
This is a bad one. Remember
Yeah.
I got a visitor coming Monday.
Oh,
He gets out the end of the month. I'm telling you, I'll tip you off to everything if it ever blows up. You're gonna love this one.
Well, like I said, if you want to hang out, we'll be downstairs in about.
Done for the day?
Huh?
When are you done for the day?
Well, we'll be done off the air in about half hour.
No, I mean.
Oh, I can pretty much meet anytime.
Put down my phone number.
Crap, I don't have a.
Don't say it out loud. Write it down.
I don't even have a pen in here.
Nobody can hear me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, they could.
Don't say my name.
No. Here.
Type it in.
Type your number right there. Stay back though. Because
Give me your number.
Okay. Well, I don't want to say my number either. Loud.
Is it the right one?
No, I don't have anything in here.
All right, I'll catch you another day or so.
All right, I'll be here today. I'll be in and out.
What time are you done today?
Well, I'm not. I don't really have a done time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm in and out and stuff like that. But if you see my car back there, it's just we're doing a live show right now.
All right, I'll let you go.
All right. We'll see you later, okay?
I'll be home.
Okay. Lots of surprises today.
Live radio.
Yeah, well, you know what happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, go back to what we were talking to, like town salaries, right?
Yeah.
So Scott says, Mike, give yourself a raise.
I'm waiting for a raise.
You are, Paul, part of my budget for fiscal year 2023. You're getting a 2x raise. Congratulations, son. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, whether the admin assistant is probably a contractual increase is one thing, because that's what Victoria says, but still it's there. But, the thing is they deserve it. Whoever's in that position, they deserve that. Matter of fact, the Griswold First Selectman salary is lower than probably every town.
Yeah.
It's not in line. It is not in line with what other towns are paying their first selectman.
Yeah.
So do I begrudge that? No, not at all. Because damn well, anybody that's listening here, right, that's working for a living, busting their ass to make ends meet, be a part of this society, live in this town, whatever, your boss comes to you and says, you know what? For the third year in a row, I can't give you a raise. What are you doing? Do you want to stay?
Yeah.
Or are you looking?
No, you're right.
So, yeah, just because they work for the town,
well, I think
it doesn't mean that they don't deserve, a decent wage, or a fair wage.
I mean, you're singling out the selectman's office
only because that was the budget I heard right off the bat that was proposed. That town or that office's budget.
But all of the employees are going.
Well, of course, they meant that.
They're going to get a raise, and that's part of the budget's process.
That's part of the union
every year.
Yeah, but that's something that can't be controlled. So I'm not saying every employee is going to get dorked.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, out of the selectman's office, she's given her, I think it was like a 1.5%.
Yeah.
That's peanuts.
That's in any budget. That's the largest expense in any budget is personnel.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's not just government. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the first ones to go, unfortunately, when it comes to trying to save
Payroll.
money, it's the people that are gone. They don't look any other place to cut. So
Payroll's numero uno, man.
Boy, that's it.
And I don't think there are a lot of companies, well, I should say, that invest, in their employees to make them.
I think they used to. I think they used to invest a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of companies used to send their employees to all kinds of educational type things to make them better and so on. But I think now, because of the economy and the way everything is, they just can't afford to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny. So, because people say to me, well, you really beat up Dana Bennett today.
No, I don't think you did.
No, not today.
No.
It's like, on other days, it's like, it's not personal. It's really not personal. If I was sitting here beating up Dana Bennett verbally, because I didn't like her, then I wouldn't say this.
Yeah.
I'd say, the hell with you, with the raise and everything. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People don't get it. It's nothing. None of this is personal.
Yeah.
At all. You gotta, I guess, you have to separate.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
do I agree? Do I agree with the salary increase? No. I think it should be higher. Well, look at you, all stone-faced. No, I don't want to do that. Why don't you want to do that? I can tell by your reaction because it's going to affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Okay, fine, but she's working for you. Put yourself in the same situation. Your home budget keeps going up. Guess what? Your pay doesn't. How do you feel?
I'm not going to argue with you. I got my own opinion.
Then what's your opinion?
My opinion is if a person, I don't want to go there.
No, go there. It's okay. You are worthy of your opinion. Paul.
Right now, I'm not happy what's happening in the town.
Okay.
A lot of people are not happy what's going in the town. If things were going well in this town and a lot of things were happening out of town hall, I would say double it, triple it. But people aren't happy. You get paid for what you do. Yeah. And a lot of people are not happy what's being done. So
okay.
So that's maybe why I have a frown on my face.
Yeah, but that's fine.
So
you always think that I'm gonna like nail you for your opinion. I never nail you for your opinion.
I think a lot of people think the same way. Now, am I the person either? Absolutely. Yeah. I don't have anything against it.
My opinion on that is that I think everybody, no matter like them or lump them, to me it doesn't matter. I think people are still worthy of a living wage.
Oh yeah.
But look at what the selectmen make in this town, first, second, and third, compared to other towns. Now, Kevin Skulchak, when he was in office, he kind of set a precedent, which maybe he was just trying to be a good guy, where he didn't, for the first year or the first term, he didn't take a salary. He donated
that was his campaign.
I understand that.
Yeah, that was
okay, I'm just saying, but that sets a false precedent, right?
Yeah.
And then also that he proposed. All right, there were budget questions, there were questions on the election one year. Do we go from a 3 to a 5-person board, board of selectmen, and the other is do we limit or do we lower the selectmen's pay? So the selectmen's pay was, and I forget the number, it was $12,000 or $15,000. They knocked it down to like $5,000 per selectman. So now the town gets used to, okay, we're not spending this, we're not doing it, so we shouldn't do it. So I think that was a false narrative, to go ahead and do that, because you're conditioning people one way.
Yeah.
Victoria, but isn't your first selectman a part-time position?
No.
Victoria lives in Sterling.
No, I think she is a full-time.
Is it?
I believe so.
Let's see. I believe, matter of fact, like your superintendent isn't that also a part-time position?
I don't know what the number of hours are required. I really don't. I never heard of the number of hours required. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, I really don't know.
All right. Victoria says $32K a year. And she does say that it's full-time. I tell them to stuff it. $32,000 a year? Yeah.
And we talked about that. That's why you.
And how much is your superintendent? The superintendent is part-time. And how much does his or her salary cost you?
Yeah. But again, that's why you don't get people that want to run, because they can't afford to live on that kind of a salary.
That's kind of where I was going.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was
That's
going.
why the candidates, you want to have some good candidates run, but if you don't want to pay them, people can't afford to do that. I mean, in today's world, living on $32K is impossible, because now you're considered to be poor at $32K. People make more money at Walmart, for Christ's sake.
So what's the inflation rate? Is it like
it's up there?
8 to 10%?
That's way up there.
Or between 9 and 11%?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so it's somewhere in there, in that range.
Yeah.
So if that's the inflation rate and you're not even getting the 2% raise on your pay, how is that livable?
No, it's not. That's why you have to have either come out of a retirement or have another person in your household working to support the household. And then you can afford to do that.
Yep.
Otherwise, how are you going to do it? It's impossible, because as being a selectman in town, you have to be at the town hall. You have to be there when people come into, businesses come in, new places want to come in and try to, set up a business town. You got to be there.
Okay. So Victoria says getting into Sterling.
Yeah.
We know Sterling is
it's up on top of
a little small town, says the selectmen don't even take the pay. So I think that's setting a false precedent. I really honestly do. It's like, all right, good for you, buddy.
You're probably somebody who
doesn't need the money, but the town's getting conditioned that, well, if you're going to do it for free, what about this guy?
Yeah.
What about this lady? You can do it for free too.
Yeah.
So that's that. Or if it goes back in, it's like a shock. It's like, whoa, we got to pay for that now.
Yeah.
And then she said that her superintendent, part-time, made $100,000.
That's pretty good for part-time.
Right. And Nick Friday, now we don't know. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look it up, but he states that Sean McKenna is in for 190,000.
Pretty full-time.
Exactly. So isn't that the same kind of like Sterling? You know, Sterling, if they needed a full-time superintendent, probably would be in line with that salary as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's nominal, actually, for what. And I think we also begrudge a lot of people that make more than us. Do we not? You know, it's like what, you're making this?
Holy Christ! I'm not gonna. If I can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
yeah,
there you go. I do think that, and I feel that I don't know what the superintendent in Sterling goes through, but I invite you to shadow Mr. McKenna for 2 days.
Well, I'm sure.
And tell me, and I don't mean just 9 to 5. Say, hey, thanks, I gotta go home now. Shadow the man.
Well, it comes with a lot of responsibility too. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
he's the point person for it all.
Yeah.
All the fires come at him.
True.
Chris says, hey, I wish I made 190K. Me too. But at what expense?
Yeah.
What expense?
Well,
and is it worth it?
Yeah, I'm sure that 190K wasn't 190K 5 years ago.
Paul, let me tell you, and I've told you this story and you know it. When I was working for Verizon Wireless, you know, I made my best year was probably 135.
Yeah.
Okay. I did really well. I had awesome insurance. I won trips and everything was supposedly great, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They sucked the soul right out of me. I mean,
well, that's
literally.
what happens if they want to get. It's
So you're selling your soul for a little bit of right. So what did I do? I said, damn it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just start this little linky dinky radio station and do sports and some news and some weather and whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun, they said.
Yeah.
It'll be a blast.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It is a blast. Do I make what I made at Verizon Wireless? Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, I thought this was a golden station. I thought you were up at the gold area. Oh, wow.
You're on crack, dude.
Oh, what the hell? You're paying me 120.
Oh, that's true. I forgot. Yeah. I do it at my own sacrifice for you, Paul. But yeah.
But Kathy makes 130 here, so I want to know what the hell's going on.
She comes in more than you lately. And she's nicer to look at than you.
That's true.
All right. So anyway, like I said, it would suck the soul right out of me because no matter what, they wanted more. I couldn't do it anymore. I just psychologically I couldn't handle it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. So I did. I walked away. I literally just walked away.
Yeah.
So then, a friend of mine says, hey, why don't you start a radio station? How am I going to do that?
No, you're right.
So anyway, no, it's not a matter of being right. It was what I had to do, right?
I know. I understand the issue with people who, because you're on a salary and they think you own you.
Exactly.
That's pretty much it.
So I did. I walked away from it. And
I mean, I was salaried. I used to work 10-hour days.
Yeah.
And I actually I had 6 weeks vacation. And 1 year, I ended up giving them back my 6 weeks vacation because I worked that many extra hours. Yeah. So there you go. So, yeah, they think you own you because they expect you to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very,
my
very
wife used
true.
to tell me when I walk home, why don't you just live there?
But here it is. I'm happier. I'm a lot happier.
Yeah, because you're doing your own thing.
You know, I was telling a local businessman yesterday, a young man.
Yeah.
We were talking about, like what he does and what I do.
Yeah.
And he works very hard. He works a lot of hours. And I think the feeling is that you have to do that to kind of get ahead. And maybe you do, at a certain part of your life.
Yeah.
I told him right out, I said, look, the one thing you don't want to do because we were talking about like his kids, you know, playing basketball and stuff. I said, and make sure you get to all of those, you know. And I said, don't sacrifice your family or your kid's life or anything like that to try to make a buck.
No, that's true.
Because guess what? It'll cost you more money.
Yeah.
It'll cost you more. I don't not necessarily money.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, in the long run.
No, you're right.
You know, like for example, Chelsea, you know, when she was young, and yes, I had to work a lot. And I thought that I had to.
Yeah.
And there were reasons why I thought I had to. But I missed a lot. And she's right about a lot of things that she says.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't that's a different subject. But the thing is that there are a lot of things that I missed with her growing up because of certain circumstance. So now that I do this, I don't miss anything and it's not because one child is more important than the other. You know, with Rihanna.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I don't know, I smartened up.
Yeah.
Because So I told this young man, I said, yeah, don't sacrifice that. I said, because I paid for it.
Oh,
I paid for it.
Yeah.
And in some ways still, and I don't blame her.
Well, I think back then everybody was looking to succeed. I actually spent a lot of time away from home because I was going to school.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to night school 2 nights a week.
You had the same kind of situation, didn't you?
Situation, yeah, where I wasn't working during the week, but I was going to school during the week,
Sure.
2 nights a week. And, you know, time you go to school after work and then you get home at 9:30, 10 o'clock, guess what? Everybody's bedtime. And then, of course, I worked on Saturdays, an extra job. So, you know, same situation.
Yeah.
But you did that so you could provide things. And don't.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it that way. If I knew then what I know now, there's no way in hell I would have done it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, it sucks the soul out of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But
Chris describes trucking.
there you go. Trucking. There you go.
So take a look at his profile picture. It's a chicken.
Yeah. Describe trucking as trucking.
He hauls
right.
chicken.
I mean, he's going a lot too.
The chicken trucker.
Yeah.
On Discord, he's the greatest chicken. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Victoria says we've had a rocky road in finding an exceptional superintendent. We were thankful that Sue Rourke had an was our interim superintendent, and now have that one that plans to stay for years. Well, first of all, Sue Rourke is just amazing and person of her word, and yeah, look what she did for the Grizzle school system. And she was there for many, many years as a principal, teacher, and administrator. So yeah, so I knew that when I heard that she was, first of all, she retired, and then she goes back to work for Sterling. But I think she's finally retired, which she deserves. She deserves. So anyway, what's the inflation rate compared to what people are getting paid? As far as the town is concerned, I don't think you can begrudge those raises.
Well, it'll be.
I mean, if the people that are in the union contracts get it, well, I think the non-union people, regardless, of what you think they work or what they don't work, they're still, I think, eligible and should get those raises just to have a living wage.
I'm not arguing.
Who the hell, like you said, who's going to want to do it?
Nobody's going to want to do it. That's why they have no candidates.
Well, I heard there's a couple.
Did you?
Yep. You're talking about on the Democratic side.
Oh, I'm not talking.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm sure Dana's going to be re-endorsed.
She's going to want to run again. Sure.
Sure. On the RTC. So, so we'll see what happens. And I don't know of any other Republicans
I don't know.
that, are going to be or will be nominated.
They got to come out of the woodwork pretty soon.
Yep. Because if that's the case, then there'd have to be a primary.
They're coming up on April.
Right.
No matter fact, tomorrow is April 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April Fools.
Yep.
All right. So let's let's do something we haven't done in a long time. Let's do I just think this is fun. What's going on with this stuff lately? What? I don't care. Well, it keeps telling me, oh, you know what? I hate Firefox. I really hate Firefox. Firefox is ridiculous. It tells you to go ahead and go to the web page that you want to go to, and you do, and says, oh, you can't do it because of this. So, I'm going to I only use Firefox because it's more conducive to the cameras and stuff. But you go to Google, and you know what? Why is it not letting me get to places?
It's probably not Firefox. It's probably the user.
No, it's telling me to turn on enhanced protection. I don't want to.
Yeah, it knows you.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh, well.
All this usually means is that now all of a sudden McAfee is going to get popped up everywhere. That's all they're doing.
Oh, boy.
You know what? Screw you. Let's go to DuckDuckGo. Let's see. It keeps telling me my connection is not private.
Oh, you're public.
Yeah, but this is not. It's weird because this has been happening for the last couple of days at home and here.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
So all right, that's it. So we're going to get out of here because all of a sudden now every browser wants to give me an issue. So that's it. Anyway, have a great weekend, Paul. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And WrestleMania is this weekend. Woohoo!
Wow.
All right.
Plus the Final Four for the UConn men.
Huh?
UConn men Final Four.
That's true.
Tomorrow night at 9
Tomorrow night.
o'clock.
Yes, I'll be watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good day, everyone. Be safe this weekend. And love you. Mean it.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Life's been tough, and it's even tougher than ever to find a good therapist. But these days, all you hear is, sorry, we aren't accepting new patients. Next time, reach out to Life's Journey Counseling Services. They're located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now.